Hey guys, Jeremy here with another bare basic bones review of Bumblebee. Now I saw it, admittedly, the day that I did my Aquaman review, but I just kind of just didn't want to talk about it. But it's actually, I've had a little bit of conversations with a few people talking about it. I think it's the best Transformers movie of the entire series. I like the first one, yes, despite the terrible humor, the very bad story writing at times. The first one really did capture the splendor, the excitement, and the woo-ness. And then it had a finale where Optimus Prime basically gets his ass kicked by Megatron for 10 whole minutes. Like, literally, go back and watch it. He gets maybe 3 good licks in on Megatron, and then he just gets his bitch ass handed to him. So that's why I never really liked the finale of the movie. I liked everything leading up until the finale, and then when Optimus Prime does that dope, like, 360 turn transform, and it's like, and I was like, that was great, and then he gets his ass kicked. So, yeah. Bumblebee is probably the most well written one out of all of them. And that's saying, actually, that's not saying a lot at all because the other ones were terribly written. But in terms of characters, Haley Steinfeld, holy. There's two things that I always find amazing about this girl. One, she always looks perpetually 18. I don't think the girl ages at all. And on the other side of it, she carries this movie. She has more character development, more emotional sort of connection with the audience than any other character has in the entire Transformers series. Every single character that has been introduced in this series, all added together, has nowhere near as much emotional complex as Haley Steinfeld's character does. She is a character who is still unable to move on from the loss of her father. And she's with a family, her mom and her brother, who have moved on, who have come to terms with their grief, but she can't because there was just this connection between her and her dad. And what we see is that with Bumblebee, she kind of gets a second chance, this surrogate father figure, almost, but she helps him through it. Because there's this amnesia thing. Honestly, I didn't really realize that there was an amnesia aspect to Bumblebee until about, maybe about a quarter of the way through the film. It's like, oh, they're going that route. And by that route, I mean the Iron Giant. This movie is basically the Iron Giant. There's so many scenes that are directly from Iron Giant. Even at one point, Bumblebee goes like mayhem and has her red eyes and everything. I was like, wow, you literally are taking every single script page from the Iron Giant. And I'm not going to diss it on that. Yeah, there's a little bit of elements here and there from that movie. There's definitely also elements from, from like Stranger Things, kind of. But really, this movie has some good heart to it. Travis Knight, who directed this film, he directed Kubo and the Two Strings, which was my favorite movie of 2015. And this guy brings that emotion to it. He brings that character development to this film. And he does the best work I've seen with this series. This is honestly a giant goddamn flag to Paramount. Don't give Michael Bay the means of directing these movies anymore. However, the movie has not made that much money over here, so I'm actually kind of worried that they're going to give it back to him. Fuck. But, either way, this film has great visual style. I liked it. I liked that the fight scenes actually last more than 30 seconds, unlike the first one. Admittedly, something about the first one was, it was cool to see these things get damaged every time there was a punch or anything, but, like, holy shit, these things seemed as brittle as paper in the Michael Bay movies. In this one, Bumblebee takes a pounding. They all take a pounding, but they're still intact. And it was really cool, especially the Cybertron opening. The Cybertron opening is a massive fanfare addition to the actual fans of Transformers. I'm not going to say I was one because I didn't watch the television show. I was too young. But for those who did, all I have heard is praise for that opening. And it looks so cool. And admittedly, everyone was like, oh, why can't we just have more? And maybe they might. But I feel that this film is the standout in terms of its writing. The humor is good. It's not great. There is some bad jokes. The love interest that Haley Steinfeld has, he's okay. he's given some shit dialogue, and he does the best with it. The parents are they're almost non-existent in the film, but they're there because of the whole emotional element. Thankfully, they're not as annoying as Shia LaBeouf's parents were, but they are kind of annoying as well. Also, John Cena. John Cena. I didn't even see him in this movie for real, but honestly, he actually has probably the best joke in this whole movie. Something about Decepticons. It's in the name. He also has one of the cringiest moments in the movie. It's at the end. But he's not bad. He's basically, I think one reviewer, Victor Lucas, said that he's a G.I. Joe soldier toy in live form. Yeah. He's okay. He's not great. He's definitely does not have the presence that The Rock does, per se, but he's serviceable. I think that's the best way to say it. He's serviceable. So in the end, I did enjoy Bumblebee. I really liked it. I think that it's a great turn. I wish that Travis Knight would do more of these movies, but I know he probably will just do one, because he's not going to be like, I'm not going to be Michael Bay. However, Paramount might give him a lot of money to do it. And I wouldn't be upset, because he's proven himself to be better than Bay in one fucking movie. So, we'll see. In the end, I liked Bumblebee. I think it's a good time. I think it's probably the best Transformers movies in the series. And it's great. It's an 80s movie that doesn't do too much pandering. It's a Transformers movie that isn't stupid. And it has a great emotional connection. It makes you fucking get teary when Haley Steinfeld's having an emotional moment with Bumblebee. I heard someone crying in the movie theater. So that should give you some edge into what this film is. Anyways, guys, I'm going to give Bumblebee a 5 out of 7. I really like this movie, and I would definitely looking forward to seeing it again. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, and if you're interested in more, maybe subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.